Good morning students, welcome back. I am Rajni Bhatt, TGT Social Science from DPS Haldwani Lamachor. Students, as we know that nowadays we have taken the chapter from history, that is nationalism in India. Students, in our previous sessions we came to know about the consequences of First World War. Then we came to know about the wonderful idea of Satyagraha, which was given by Gandhiji. Under his guidance, many people joined that Satyagraha movement and started showing their anger against British. After that, we came to know about Rowlatt Act and martial law. Along with that, we discussed about the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Okay, number of people were killed just because of that martial law. Okay, according to martial law, what was there? If Indians would assemble together at a place, so British soldiers were allowed to shoot them. That's why Jallianwala Bagh massacre happened. After that, we came to know about the Gandhiji's idea of non-cooperation movement and how different people from different sections in Indian society gave their contribution to non-cooperation movement. They supported Gandhiji wonderfully. Now, the different subtopics which we have to discuss today are towards the civil disobedience. Students, before this we came to know about the non-cooperation movement where Indians started showing their anger against British by avoiding use of Western things, by promoting Indian things, Swadeshi things. Okay, but now here something else is there which we have to discuss. Civil disobedience means whatever British started making policies for Indians, if those policies were not in the favor of Indians, they started denying to follow them. That was civil disobedience. Means Indians were not ready to obey those policies or schemes or acts or laws. After that, the second subtopic will be Salt March and Civil Disobedience Movement. Beta, Salt March was also led by Gandhiji only to break the salt law. Okay, so more about that subtopic we will discuss later on. Let's start with our first subtopic today, that is towards the civil disobedience. Students, what happened after Jallianwala Bagh massacre? What happened? Indians, they faced so many problems under British rule. British became too brutal, too cruel against Indians. Number of people were killed. Number of people got the punishment to go for jail. So finally what happened? Gandhiji got disappointed and decided to call off that non-cooperation movement. Okay. So along with that, many people were there who got too much angry and started following the way of violence, which was totally against the principles of Gandhiji. In our previous session, we discussed about the major principles of Gandhiji. What were those principles? The way of truth and the way of non-violence. Whatever would be there, people would not leave the way, the path of truth and non-violence. But many supporters and followers of Gandhiji were there who got too disappointed and decided to move on the way of violence. And Gandhiji got hurt a lot bit. Okay. Now, what happened? C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru, those freedom fighters, formed their Swaraj party against British. Many people joined that Swaraj party. Okay, they started making schemes and policies against British to get their independence back, to get their rights back. Okay, Nehru ji, Subhash Chandra Bose, okay, all those radicals, okay, they continued to have their rallies, to have their julus, okay, they motivated people continuously to go on strikes, not to cooperate British, okay, they were doing their work nicely side by side. After that, beta, what happened in 1926? Suddenly, in the field of agriculture, the prices of food grains fell down rapidly. Okay, value was too low. The price were too low, and the peasants, they suffered a lot just because of that problem, because they did not get the chance to sell their food grains at high price. They were not able to earn good money by selling their production in the market because price was too low. Okay, no one was ready to buy their food grains because it was too easy to get food grains from anywhere at low price. Now, after that, what happened, beta? In 1928, Sir John Simon, okay, he brought a kind of commission here in India in 1928. Okay, according to that commission, for British Council, like means a form of government, for British Council, Indians were not allowed to be the part of that British Council as the government. Although British were ruling in India, they got the chance to frame rules and policies or regulations for Indians, yet Indians did not get the chance to be the part of that British Council. Okay, so what happened? All the Indians stood against that Simon Commission and started giving the slogan, Simon go back. Okay, they were not in the condition of accepting that Simon Commission. Okay, they had a demand that Indians should also be the part of British Council because they knew very well about the problems, about the demands of Indians better than British. Okay, so they did not accept that Simon Commission. Now what happened? In 1929, October 1929, then one round table conference was there where Gandhiji was also invited. Okay, proper discussion was there, but result was zero. British did not accept the demands of Indians. They did not give chance to Indians to be the part of British Council. So Gandhiji was too disappointed after attending that conference. There was no use of that conference because British did not accept the demand of Indians. And what was the demand? That Indians should also be the part of British Council. They should also get chance to frame rules, policies, laws for Indians. So again, what happened? Non-cooperation, that movement went on properly. Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose, they gave the slogan of Swaraj. Okay, they motivated people to stand against British for getting their independence and rights back. Now, I can write all these things in points to make it easy for you. So, we can write here. Okay. After Jallianwala Bagh massacre, people followed violence. Gandhiji got hurt and called off the movement, non-cooperation movement. Okay. In 1926, prices of food grains were, or we can write, fell down, which created problem for farmers. Okay. In 1928, Simon Commission was there according which Indians were not the part of British Council. Okay, beta. So again, I am repeating here. After Jallianwala Bagh massacre, okay, many followers and supporters of Gandhiji started following the way of violence, which made Gandhiji disappointed. And finally, Gandhiji decided to call off the non-cooperation movement. C.R. Das and Motilal Nehru established or formed Swaraj Party. Okay. Then Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose, many freedom fighters, they continued organizing rallies. Okay. They motivated people to go on strike. Okay. And what happened after that in 1926? A period of crisis was there for peasants. Suddenly the prices of food grains fell down. Peasants were not able to sell their food grains in the market at high price nicely to earn money. Okay. And then what happened in 1928? Simon Commission was there in India. Okay. Came to India, we can say, according to which Indians were not allowed to be the part of British Council beta. They were not allowed to be the part of government to take decisions for Indians especially. Okay. So that was also too much for Indians. Okay. So they started protesting against that. They gave the slogan, Simon, go back. Okay. Then conference was there in October 1929, round table conference where Gandhiji went to attend that conference, but there was no proper positive result. And then non-cooperation movement was continued by the people against British. Now we are moving towards our second subtopic, that is Salt March and Civil Disobedience Movement beta. What happened beta? In those days, British again played a trick against Indians. What was that? They knew very well that salt was the essential part of the food in anyone's life, especially Indians' life beta, because they wanted to tease Indians. They wanted to torture Indians. So what did they do? They started making law for salt, use of salt. So huge revenue was taken by them from Indians for using salt as food item. That was also the height of stupidity of British against Indians. Salt was the essential part of the life and everyone was supposed to use salt. And then they had to pay tax also for that. Many people were there, or I think almost all the people at that time were very poor. They were not in that condition to pay revenue for salt. But that was also a fact that they had to use salt in their food beta. Okay. So what happened when Gandhiji came to know about that? He got too angry. And then he decided to break that salt law. And for that, what did he do? Dandi March to break salt law. So on 11th March 1930, he started his journey from Sabarmati Ashram. Plenty of followers and supporters were there behind Gandhiji. Okay. For 24 days, 10 miles a day, they walked. Okay. And on 6th April 1930, they reached at Dandi. And then Gandhiji, after making salt with his own hands, broke the salt law. Number of people, okay, they were there with Gandhiji, okay, to break the salt law. Now, British filled with anger, okay, they started arresting Indians. They started killing Indians. Many people were killed by British, okay. Many old people were killed. Many women were killed by them. Many children were killed by them. So finally again, Gandhiji decided to call off that civil disobedience movement also. Beta. Now, what happened after that? 5th March 1931, the Viceroy Irwin, he invited Gandhiji in London for round table conference to take decisions for different issues. Okay, especially for that issue, according to which Indians were not allowed to be the part of government, British Council especially. But finally when Gandhiji went there, again, nothing was there in the favor of Indians. Gandhiji came back to India with a disappointment, and finally again he motivated people to start civil disobedience movement against British. Beta. So let's start with few points here to make it easy for you. Okay, I'm writing here. British, please pay attention, beta. British made salt law for Indians. Okay, for using salt. Indians had to pay tax for that. Gandhiji broke salt law by doing salt march from Sabarmati to Dandi. Number of people joined him. And made salt at Dandi. British killed women, old people, and children. And finally, Gandhiji decided to call off that civil disobedience movement. But after returning back from a round table conference in London in 1931, Gandhiji again told people to start civil disobedience movement against British. Beta. So that's all for today's session, students. We will meet again in our next session with the same chapter but with new subtopics. Till then, take care. Have a nice day.